grand finale here with Alan Wake. We're playing the final minutes, I believe. So lock in. Here we go.
Saga, wake up.
Won't have some trouble here.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
Of course. What do you think it's gonna be for, lady? Here's that. I feel like it's on the right side. I'm not going. There it is. Hello.
Hello?
It's me again. You need to go to the statue of Parliament Tower Plaza. To make your ending come true, you will need what's inside the shoebox there.
The ending? A shoebox? Who is this?
I heard that it's from their other video game. Yeah, buddy. There he is. Gotta kill you?
Agent Anderson,
He's a good guy, I think.
is that really you? Sorry, this place likes to play tricks.
Sheriff Breaker? What happened to you? How did you end up in the dark place?
I was brought here, snatched away from the morgue by a man named Orland Dorr. Been trying to piece it together for... well, it feels like a long time now.
I need to get to Parliament Tower Plaza. Do you have any idea where it is?
This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping, shifting. Like there are many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. Describes Dorr finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
Who is this Dorr person?
He's here. Somewhere. I've been seeing his face in my dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems. He's connected to all of this.
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page I tried to give you back in the morgue in Bright Falls. Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe Dorr brought me here to keep you from reading it. Here. I'm gonna keep looking for Dorr. The closer I get, the closer I feel to waking up. I need to find the man behind the curtain.
Orland Dorr walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. He stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I know what I need to do. The door to Parliament Tower Plaza was at the construction yard. This is the first time I've seen a page about Warlindor. Who is he?
A door that stands between two rooms is in both. A door that can lead anywhere is everywhere. That door is the center. He governs the currents of reality.
With all the powers mixed up in this, it's hard to know who's playing who. Opening too many doors. This isn't important right now. I can look into it later. The page describes him moving through the door. How can I do that?
The dark place has many faces and many names. It is a mirror, reflecting all possible realities. The family of doors have the power to shift between these realities, here and elsewhere.
If I can find a way to navigate through this nightmare, maybe I can find a way to get back home.
Back to you later, boy. All right, let's work this out. So, I believe it's the way. Okay.
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
Yeah. All the goodies. All the goodies.
Enough already.
What's going on out here? Statue of Ebony? Where am I? Oh, there it is. Little blur was blocking the way. I'll hurry up and grab this thing.
There's the shoebox. The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington?
Yeah, dig. We did it. We did it. Hey, man, you start using these bullets. I need to do. Have a lot of ammo or anything. Stripped me of all the good stuff. Oh, come on. Trying to push through it. Oh.
The
Where
phone
was
again.
the phone?
Yes?
Hello. You don't know me, but you need to listen.
Hold on. How did you know the clicker would be there?
This is important. Alan's lost. He doesn't have the ending. He needs your help to finish the story.
How am I supposed to help him from here? Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind place is more powerful than I ever knew. I can try to contact him.
Where do I go? Goals.
My only way to contact Wake is through the mind place. I have to try.
Come on, bro.
Alan. We need to talk about the ending.
Saga, what is this?
My mind place. I've reached out to you like this before. But I understand more about it now.
You see visions too. I used to think they were ideas, inspiration, but they're real. Just like this now. I try to use them to make the story come true.
So this is coming from both of us. Maybe that's how we could communicate in the overlaps. We could use this to stop Scratch.
First, I need the ending.
So there's a problem with the ending?
I don't have the ending. It has to be perfect, but I don't have time to figure it out. I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This whole thing is a fucking mess.
I agree. But we can still figure this out. And what exactly does perfect mean?
The elements of the ending need to come from the story's pre-existing parts. To make matters worse, this is a horror story.
So the ending has to be earned. Set up by the story. You can't build a case without supporting evidence.
That's the only way to make it stick.
You don't need to tell me this is a horror story.
Right. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
There must be a way to bring a hero into the story.
If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
I can't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone. I have an idea how to help Casey. He's a real person who I twisted into a character. He isn't my creation, so he isn't a suitable host for the Dark Presence. I can write that into the ending to drive that fucking thing out of him.
Well, if the ending has to fit the story, this is how I see it. Return is a story about a story that comes true. And I'm a character in this story.
Not just a character. The hero.
Okay, a hero. In any case, I've been through hell to be here. And this is my life. It feels earned to me that I rise above the story and be there to create the ending.
Yes. That's what we're doing. Here, now. We're figuring out the ending I need to write.
This isn't Scratch's ending. But this isn't your ending either. This is our ending. You aren't the only one deciding these things anymore.
You're right. I can't do this alone. Every time I write, things only get worse.
You beat this thing back in 2010, Alan. And here you are doing the same again. You're a hero too. We're in this together.
Then let's bring it home.
The ending will have to be dark, no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
One of the heroes. The scales always need to balance. Fuck it. Let's go with this.
Are you sure?
There's no time for anything better. Scratch could be here any second.
Then that's our ending. I have the clicker. I'll find a way to get it to you.
And I'll get the pages down. See you on the other side.
Anything left for me to do in here? Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be the end. This is not the ending I was expecting. I was expecting some spectacular ending. Like them just talking. Dude, what are you doing, bro? Would have been a wild ending, in my opinion. Should have been a wild ending. Let's go down here real quick and talk to these guys real quick. Here. Oh my goodness. What was that? Oh, he must have threw something. Yo, they're out, dude. Where did they go? They're weaker enemies. I'm out here trying to go crazy on them, but they're not even the tough. Yay. I think I'm going the right way. Not sure where I'm at right now.
I got here through the fountain. Let's see if I can swim back out.
Plaza. This is the plaza, isn't it? Oh, I'm in the wrong area. I was assuming. Everything here. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm doing it wrong. Go down here, see if we can eliminate them from attacking. Just for a moment, I want to get it together here. What I was doing. Did it.
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker and the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I feel like I've always been on this journey. Okay. It must end here. This darkness. What lies under the surface now shifts. A play of shadows catching my eye, thrusting my face into the water. He's here. It's shockingly cold. Past the mirror of the surface. And I will see.
Casey?
Scratch! Now! A white, searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard. Come on, you motherfucker! Come on! Come on! What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed? The play of shadows fooled us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission. Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers, no truths. The hero turns to look inside, is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing will sleep. This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning. The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to...
Is it over? Anderson.
And there we go. That is the end of the game. You know what? The ending ruined it for me. I'm gonna be honest. The beginning, the middle, it was exciting, interesting, and this last 2 hours? You spend about 30 plus minutes in the menu, just clicking on evidence the whole time. It was terrible. Then you spend a lot of other time just sitting at the mind's place watching, which is pretty cool, but it's not that special, where she's just sitting there and there's images behind her playing. It's a cool visual, but it's not anything special. And it's just like another half hour of that. So you spend an hour of this nonsense, you know? I just really didn't like that. Like, absolutely despise it. And that is what hurts this game from being like, oh my god, it's the masterpiece, because it is in a lot of ways. But that just crushes it. And then the way it ends, it's a cool ending. Game is cool. But anticlimactic ending where you're just standing around listening to silly dialogue where you're not even playing and you gotta click a button to get another cutscene to talk. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, if you're gonna give me cutscene, give me a cutscene. Don't give me this click on a puzzle. Oh my god, let me hear what you got to say next. It just wasn't for me. And it's pretty sad that that's gonna hold this back from being a perfect game. And I wouldn't say it's perfect. There's flaws and gameplay stuff outside of that also. But that would be my biggest gripe. That honestly was gonna make me not play the game. When I was playing it and I was clicking and clicking, and there were times where I'm like, you know what, I'm done with this game. I had to push through because I love the story and I love the presentation. Thought it was well put together, and I just stuck with it, which was a cool experience. But I cannot uh, recommend that other side of the game where, a quarter of the game you're basically clicking, pointing, and clicking. Just not for me. Just saying. But other than that, really cool. Really cool game. I mean, it's a solid 8.5. It can be a 9. That's how good it is, in my opinion. Um, like what they're doing and what they did here. Definitely one of the best games of the year, without a shadow of doubt. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It was hard to kind of give it a full number, because right at the last part's kind of salty about just clicking away. But the overall experience, I mean, I spent 30 hours, 25 hours in the game. Excuse me. 5 hours or more were probably doing the click stuff. So let's speed this up. Oh, there we go. Well, post cutscene.
This part is just for you. After the haunting started, I got in touch with an organization that was still looking into what happened in Bright Falls. I went to their offices and something happened there. After I got home, I could suddenly remember everything. I remembered being trapped inside that lake. A dark ocean with echoes of myself. My fears, my photos. Inside a dark tide of madness. The same events and images looping again and again. And then I saw a light. Your light. You dove in just as I swam out. You never drowned. And you're still there reaching out. That is what the haunting is. I can see you because I've been there too. I chose to come back to the dark place. That is why I put on this exhibition. I had to mislead you, so that I could get you to where you needed to be. The only way out of your loop is destruction or ascension. Light or dark. And we've covered the destruction part many times over. And we're getting to the ascension bit by bit. Time means nothing here. You'll still need to go through the loop. But I will keep showing you the images you need to see. The light you need to see. Until you're ready. Ellen, I think we're getting close.
It's not a loop. It's a spiral.
It's not a loop, it's a spiral. There you go. That's the conclusion. I'm assuming nothing else more. I'm gonna skip this as well. See if there's another post screen. Nope. That's it, folks. See if they let me continue and I go into anything. Now I'm just gonna close this out and wish you a thank you for watching the full series. If you did, even if you just watched this one, I appreciate it. Man, super interesting stuff. The game was great. Had a good time with it. Definitely recommend it if you're into survival horror. Understand, like, when I'm judging this, I'm taking it from the bigger picture, meaning like greatest of all time. You know, I'm not saying that this game is the greatest of all time, but it can compete with some of the best out there that's ever been. You know, it has to be in the top 20. I wouldn't say it's number one, you know, maybe not even number two or three, but it's in there as a great story, and they very different. I think we've gotten used to a certain amount of survival horror, and this game breaks that barrier and does all types of wacky stuff, outrageous, hilarious. I mean, they really went all over the board. And I think that's kind of what I like also, because it wasn't just a bland, this is a horror. There's nothing else to the game. It was a lot of different elements. So I love that they were that brave to take that chance. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Um, we'll see about doing like maybe a review, but I just gave my impressions on this last video. Much appreciated. Take care of yourself out there. Stay blessed. Peace.